G'day fellas and welcome to an incredibly exciting video. Massive news has dropped for Age of Empires 4. The Capture Age team is bringing new spectator tools to Age of Empires 4 and I am absolutely over the moon. I've been asking for this for a long time and look, we're coming up to the 1-year anniversary for Age of Empires 4. It is about damn time. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go over exactly what they said. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to focus in on it a little bit more. But first and foremost, let's start out with that brand new UI. Now, I've zoomed this one in a fair bit. It's going to look a little bit blurry to you guys. We're looking at this in 4K. I think this image is about 1,500 pixels wide, so I do apologize if it's a bit fuzzy. Wow. What a beautiful UI that we've got here. So starting off at the top, I mean, you know what? We're not even going to go through it first. Let's let them explain exactly what happened. In 2020, we announced that World's Edge was partnering with Capture Age, a team that by then was already well known for their work in creating engaging spectating experiences for the Age of Empires community. Since then, our partnership with the Capture Age has continued to grow with the official release of the Capture Age tool in AOE4. Today, we're excited to announce that Capture Age is collaborating with the Age 4 team as well and has been hard at working behind the scenes, collecting feedback and continuing to grow AOE4's Observer mode. The new supplemental tool, dubbed Caster Mode, has been designed to build upon information currently offered in the Age 4 Observer mode and allow for more flexibility for casters and viewers alike. That's me. I'm a caster, and I'm a viewer as well because I do like to watch other people's casting content. Excited to get your hands on Caster Mode? You won't need to wait long. The new tool will be releasing in beta as part of the Age of Empires 4 anniversary update on October 25th. While Caster Mode beta will only apply to 1v1 matches, the tool will continue to evolve over time with your input in mind. Alright, so let's take a look at how it works. So you're going to go into the games, and there's going to be a little option here, I'm assuming, that you basically like click it and it turns on Caster Mode. And then once the tool releases, you'll be able to easily enter the new mode by clicking the Caster Mode button on the top right observer control panel. I guess that's just a button there. It just says Caster Mode, okay. And then so you can see that down here now, you might be thinking that's to zoom in on the minimap. That is not the case. That is not, that is to speed up the replay, to slow it down, and of course to pause the replay, which we don't actually have the ability to do right now. I mean, you can do it, but you have to drop down the actual, the thingamabobby, the UI. Overview screen, so we'll get to that, we'll go through it, but we've got at the top a balance panel, we've got the unit queue, and look at this. They said the technology wasn't there. They said it's 2022, you're gonna have to wait to 2026 to get a sacred victory approaching. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? They were wrong. The technology is here, it's 2022, and we are here getting to witness it live. They've also put in a bunch of hotkeys for us as well that enable us to switch between player point of view, which actually we've already got the ability to do, and toggle focus technologies and flip player sides. Oh, I think that's just some UI stuff. That is fine. All right, so let's get into it. Let's take a look. Let's break this bad boy down and see what we've got because I'm so incredibly excited. So first and foremost, in the top right-hand corner, we've got what appears to be the victory conditions. They're no longer up here. You know, that terrible bloody thing that was taking up an entire, you know, a 16th of your screen, an 1/8 of your screen. So there's that. Instead, they put them up here, and it only comes up when it's relevant. So as an example, let's say you're going for a sacred victory, then it's going to show that. If your enemy's got a wonder, it's going to show it up there. And by the same token, if there is a landmark victory on the cards, it's going to show it there as well. We can also see which player we're spectating down here. Now, hopefully we've got the ability to turn off score and still see this because I don't want to see score. That's a bit of a giveaway as to the positions of the players. And I don't want to know anything about it other than what we're seeing on the screen. Now, of course, we've also got up to the top of the screen, which is going to be your primary information. You've got villages, which have got a bit of a balance, and I do like this, so you can see who's got the bigger economic lead. Then you've got the military lead as well, or military population, which I think is probably... Oh, hold on. So this is 41 with 57 military for blue, if I'm seeing that correctly. Sorry, 41... but 57 siege, I think that is. So they've put the siege differently. Yeah, you can see here 15 siege units. So I'm not sure exactly. And then there's a plus sign as well. I don't know what that's all about. We'll have to unravel that. And that's up against the 82 of the enemy. So you can see it's a little bit stronger. And I think this is the central point here. And then I'm assuming this is like the 60-40 mark, or maybe even the 33-60. Yeah, it's a 33-66 mark. So this is 1/3, that's 2/3. But you can see that's balanced right there. So that'll help us decode where players are sitting at any given time. Now, there's still definitely some things that I would want to change about the way that this shows up. Number one is I would like the flag to be on the inside here. So I would have, you know, your flag underneath the name, underneath the civilization like that. Because it looks a little bit weird over on the edges of the screen like that, where it's got, you know, important UI information that's going to get distracted by that. The other thing that's notable in its absence is villager count. I know you guys love to see how many villagers are on specific resources. For me, I don't know whether it's that important, but I guess it does help us with build orders. If you're going in and looking at build orders and you want to know, okay, what did they start off with? You don't know if it's a 7-3 opening or an 8-4 opening unless you actually count the villagers. Whereas on the UI, you can actually see that if you don't have that on your screen. So I think that, you know, maybe even just like a little number above here might actually go a long way to helping us out there. Other than that, we can see that the technologies are also listed here underneath the little screen. So I do like this as well. It looks like it might be in the player color as well. You can see we've got spearman upgrade, a whole bunch of stuff, and it looks like we've got the incoming technologies as well. So you've got your +1 upgrades, which will always stay up there, and you've got the mining upgrade, but then you've also got your incoming upgrades. And then of course we've got what our existing military is. So we can see he does have 19 Springords out, even though it says here 5th. Oh, I think this is in queue. So he's got, I think this is in queue. I don't know. 15 siege in queue and 16 spears in queue. Maybe that's what that is. Or 16 military units. Yeah, it's this guy here. 16 military units, 15 units, 15 siege in queue. And here you can see, yeah, 45 units in queue. So I'm assuming, yeah, they probably just used cheats and given themselves a whole bunch of resources. So we've got a Khan, 19 Springords, 24 spearmen, and oh, I'm confused now because there's Mangudai. Does he have 16 Mangudai or does he have 16 of these in queue? See, now I don't know. Don't worry. Don't worry, guys. We'll get there. We will learn it. We will study it. We will make use of it. Of course, we've got the mini-map, which hasn't changed. Now, one of the big things I would love to see, for me, it's getting rid of this. You see where it comes up on the screen, it says, a new age begins. Get rid of this. This information stays on the screen way too long. It takes up so bloody much of my screen real estate. I don't need to see this. I don't need to see this at all. Just get it out of there. Hopefully, now we still got to talk about, you know, future improvements for Spectator UI. This is bringing it forward a long way. Okay, it's absolutely a giant leap. But when it comes to evolutions of the Spectator UI, what are some of the things that you'd like to see? Leave that down in the comments. But I'm going to talk some of the things I would like to see. Number one for me is I want a neutral observer, an observer that doesn't just see one side, it sees both sides. And in doing this, you're going to miss things, or not you're going to miss things, but you're not going to hear things like wolves attacking you. You're not going to hear things like enemies, like outposts attacking constantly when there's an outpost rush and it's just attacking a mill. You're not going to hear that. And most importantly, I'd love to have the ability to do kind of like a line of sight. If we go right now and an open paint, I'd love to have it so that you've actually got, you know what we could do? Let's just jump in to this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just go spectate a game. Hopefully I can find somebody who's played a game, and I'm going to do it. Blade's always played games. Blade's a gamer. He's a gamer. Come on, Blade. Show me what you got. Come on, Blade. Blade. Don't do me like this, Blade. Okay, there we go. It wasn't Blade. All right, so essentially the way that I picture it is that you've got line of sight of the minimap. Oh my God. I promise you guys, I'm running gigabit internet connections, but the Age of Empires 4 servers, they wouldn't have you believe that, no. So the way that I would love to see it, and it would be, I don't know the best way to describe it, but I'll try. So when it comes to your minimap, it would be like, we take this, let's throw that in paint. All right, and so I want to see the entirety of the map. Oh gosh. All right, so I want to see the entirety of the map. Look at this is terrible. I'm like, I don't know how to make a diamond. I want to see the entirety of the map, but I don't want it to be live. I don't want to live see the map. I want the map to just be black and white, like you've explored it, but it's not there. Hold on, I can hear it going. I want it to be like this. The entire map needs to be like this, and then the only thing I want to see moving around like this is both players' line of sight. That's what I want to see. So I want to be able to see at the same time, you know, yeah, a Blade over here. Hold on, let me fix that up. There we go. So I want to be able to see up here, Yellow Lizard, and his line of sight. But at the same time, I also want to be able to see Blade's line of sight. So I'm watching two people simultaneously, but at the same time, I'm watching nobody. I don't know if that makes sense, but that for me is a really big thing. And that's something that is in StarCraft 2 casting. Right now, if we go and do like a StarCraft 2, if we go watch, let's go to YouTube right now and just watch some SC2. Okay, so we've got Wardy TV coming in here. So here, you can see the whole map is uncovered, but it's in the fog of war, and I can see both players. That's what I want. That's what I want. It's the line of sight of both players, because I don't want the entire map uncovered, because that's not giving me any relevant information. I just want the important parts to be uncovered, and that's the way that it shows. So I do like that. I think that's probably the best way to do it. Hopefully they do that. Now, in addition to this, we've also got down in the bottom left-hand corner, overview statistics. Now, I've got no idea what this is, other than, oh, you know what? I do have an idea what it is. We've got relics and sacred sites, army value, which is kind of, actually, no, army value is different from population. And then we've got destroyed value, destroyed value, and worker kills. Jeez Louise, they tried it, didn't they? So we've got, so worker kills are going to be the bottom line, so 16 and 42, and then we've got 21k of destroyed value and 29k, up against 15 and 14k army value, and then no one's got relics, no one's got sacred sites. 37 minutes into the game of player 1 and player 2, and interesting that it's got player 1 and player 2. I don't know if that was intentional. Maybe that's what they've called it, or maybe they've got like a hidden player mode on it or something like that. But anyway, I think that's probably going to be the one of the big things that I would like to see. I'm curious what you guys think of it. Let me know down in the comments. And hey, I'm incredibly pumped for the future, not just of Age of Empires 4, but the future of this channel. I mean, casting is all I do. So if you're going to enhance casting, you're enhancing the Drong, and I love that. Thank you very much to the devs. This is beautiful. This is exactly what I wanted for Christmas, and it couldn't have come any sooner. So thank you very much. And hey, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.